Hey folks, how you doing? Bob and Joe here. I'm going to do a little more following up on trying to help you have a better trucking career, to live better out here. I just made one talking to you about eating better out here and exercising. Want to follow up on that a little bit. Then coming. You know, when I started out here, we didn't have these igloo coolers and didn't have ice boxes in the truck. We did good to have a regular cooler, Coleman, with a bag of ice. Carry some lunch meat. We didn't have all these soda bottles like these. And, you know, life's come a long ways. So, now we did have some made with glass. But, you need to really learn what's available to you. And the other one told you where I'd kind of contradict myself, and I'd let you in on it later, and I never did get around to it. That's why I'm making this one. I did not realize back when I started trucking what all you could get out of all the different nuts and stuff, almonds and pecans and blah blah blah. Do some homework and find out what all you can get out of them nuts. It'll blow you away. Learn where to get your easiest vitamins and minerals and whatnot. Now, where I contradict myself is I've told you in other videos about some of these drivers. I was actually talking about Sirius Radio aggravating me with some of these modern day drivers that got on there. Some of them got on there just cooking this extravagant meal and telling all about a fancy name and the whole bit. And I didn't believe them, still don't. And I was cooking in my truck at the time. But I do encourage you to find out what tools are available. They was talking about some different appliances that they used for especially specialty spaghetti cooker and all this other stuff. I don't know. But I'm encouraging you to find out. It's not that hard if your company hasn't already put an inverter in your truck for you to get them to put an inverter in. A good, decent inverter, you want one that produces 1,500 watts preferably, over 1,000. Because anything that you use that has a heating element, you need over 1,000 watts. So I would encourage you to spend the money once you're in the truck to get a 1,500 to 2,000 watt inverter and let your company hook it up. Hold up. Alright, I'm back with you. But learn what is available for you to use. Find out what you can get. Get you an inverter that's going to make 1,500, 2,000 watts, and get the company to hook it up so that you're not liable. Those of you that are sitting there thinking, oh, I know how to
speed limit reduced ahead.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Let the company do it. It's real simple. That truck's kind of expensive. If you hook it up wrong, even if you hook it up right, and that truck ends up burning up, they're going to put it back on you, and now you might be buying a burn-up truck. Do you really want to do that? I wouldn't suggest it at all. I'd suggest you buy the inverter and get permission from the company. And I would not put it in myself. If nothing else, I would pay the money to have someone from the Petro TA, whoever does y'all's mechanic and work type stuff, anybody but you. Have somebody that has some kind of alphabet behind their name and let them hook it up. Put the monkey on someone else's back. That's all I got to say about it. Now it's up to you on what you do. Now, you can get some 12-volt appliances. The 12-volt coffee cup, it does okay if you're not in a hurry. It's very slow. The 12-volt crock pot is a joke. We got one. Hell, still got to send it to the house somewhere. I need to use it for target practice. We cooked green beans and potatoes in that thing for 24 hours. They never did get done. It was a crock full. If you get that inverter, you can go ahead and get regular 110 stuff. Now you have to keep in mind what kind of room you're going to have in your truck. And this is not something that you want to run out and do before you get your CDLs or get a job. This is stuff that you want to be researching so that you can educate yourself on what avenues are available to you depending upon what scenario you end up in. So, if you get online, I'm a member of several different little cooking groups like Campbell's and main names like that. And they will send you different kind of recipes, and as you go through them, start watching for crock pot recipes and one pot dish type stuff. Those are going to be your biggest, easiest meals out here. And hopefully you'll have a truck that's got an ice box in it, so that whenever you do make one of them meals, make a full crock pot full, it's going to be more than you can eat, I assume. So you want to be able to store some of it. And just because you made a big dish today don't mean that you have to eat that today and tomorrow. You know, make the big dish today and eat some of it today. Make another big dish tomorrow. And within a couple of days there, you're going to have a few meals in your icebox so that you can take 2 or 3 days off. You can pick and choose what you want to eat out of your icebox, and you get the point. There are some little electric skillets. I do not suggest the 12 volts on those. I've not tried them. They've got a little bitty old, about a 4-inch thing. I ain't tried it. Of course, you got your popcorn. You've got different microwave meals. You can buy a small deep freeze. My buddy Pork Chop, those of you that's been around a while, he had a deep freeze he carried in his. And he would take a passenger seat out and he'd put it over there. And little 2 cubic foot type deal. So you can do that, and he carried lots of microwave meals with him. There's an option, especially if you do one of the diet things. You know, there's several meals out there that you don't have to refrigerate or freeze. You can research those, see what way you want to go, if that's an option for you. But what I'm telling you is start doing your homework. With technology the way it is, there's a lot of YouTubes out there besides my stuff where they might actually have some good ideas for you. Some of them might be a crock of bull. That's for you to sort through the good and the bad. Start checking it out. Like I said, there's and also, since we're talking technology, where I keep talking about exercising, there are a couple different websites out there that I've seen floating around in the trucking communities that they help you put together an exercise plan using your truck as part of your exercise. So that might be an option for you. My phone was bouncing like crazy. But your two biggest things, so to speak, eating healthy and exercising. The eating healthy can help save you money. You're not going to make the big bucks that you think you are out here. You really ain't. By the time you figure in your cost of living out here, you're not, especially as a rookie, you're not taking home a hell of a lot more pay than a regular job. With minimum wage going up to 15 bucks an hour, I imagine you could probably find some jobs that would pay better than this out here, especially being a rookie. Well, now I'd also made a comment in that last one about the automated trucks, the trucks with no drivers. One boy was, I didn't look at the name, it could have been a gal, I don't know who posted it, but someone posted a comment about the first truck out there in Colorado, and it was the first manless, humanless truck to pick up and haul a load between two Colorado cities out there, which they're talking about doing that same trial run type deal out there in Vegas. So yeah, they're here. Yeah, they're here. I've heard about them overseas. So you want to find out if this is going to be a good job, what the future is in it? Do your little research on these humanless trucks. Keep track of them. That's your competition. That's what's going to put you out of work. That thing can do this drive I'm doing, and it don't have to stop and take that 10-hour break that I'm required to take. It can keep trucking. I figure they're going to wind up putting solar panels all up and down them. Put a big bank of batteries in there to keep them going overnight. And I figure they're going to wind up having them just keep trucking down the road. Solar powered. They'll be going a little bit slower than everybody else, I'm sure, because it's solar powered. And they'll wind up beefing up the highways. They're already talking about wanting to increase the weight limits of trucks. And all this stuff that they do is not in the favor of the truck driver. It's in favor of the industry. You're not the industry. The industry is the one that writes your check. You're nothing but part of the tools. So, yeah, I know, I sound like a sour old man. It is what it is. I am what I am. Hey, good news. God loves you, so do I. You try and get in the truck, and good luck to you. I'm trying to get out. I'll leave a seat for you. Y'all have a good evening now. Bye.